All right. We saw where the last minute or so of the last recording was cut off. Not cut off, it just went mute. Couldn't hear anybody talk. And so what I want to do, I want to finish this thing by saying, you know, guys, the United States has made mistakes. So has China. And there are, since the HSBC is the one that's in charge of sending out the emails now, there are many different avenues that they could have taken to do that. But my big concern is, what are they afraid of? You know, what is the U.S. afraid of by allowing for unblocking the IP addresses of the mail servers or word propagation? You know, where they can block certain words and all that, so they can undo all that. The U.S. can undo that, but also China, the HSBC has other ways that they can get around that to get the emails into us or the SafeLink websites into us, so that we can go ahead and exchange. And so that's what the problem is how is that going to take place? No one seems to know. And so my biggest concern is, of the 40 people that are on the president's staff, or whatever they are, for determining when this is supposed to go or not, you can sit there and you can look at every little problem that's going to come up, and potentially that could be a stopper. And if they keep stopping it because of security reasons and not actually giving you the reasons, other than saying, oh, it's just security, then they in turn are breaking laws. Because security, even when it comes to the idea that there are laws on the books that will actually prevent them from doing this, security aspect of it, you know, with the economic security of the United States at stake, you know, and the military or CIA or whoever is all saying, oh, security, security, security. You know, that's almost like in that old movie where there's an old movie where somebody comes up and they start telling you, yell, security, you know, get rid of it, you know. So they're using it as an excuse. That's really all there is to it. China, I don't know what they've got to be afraid of. They're the ones holding all the cards. You know, the United States went to them and borrowed more money to do this new stimulus program, and the stimulus is being upheld, is being held off, I should say, because they haven't followed through with Tier 4B, you know, as far as releasing it goes. And there are 3 people in this United States that are the people that have to go in, and Trump is aware of that, and so is the DOD. They know who we are, who these 3 people are, and it's just one of those things. And so where is it that where is it that when we say enough is enough? And apparently Trump was in the air the other day, and then he's back on the ground, and then he's, you know, he's kind of looks like he's running around like a chicken with his head cut off. And he's got the tweetmobile working, and he can say as much as he wants on tweeting, but is it getting the job done? No, it's not. And somewhere along the line, he needs to concentrate more on his job about getting this out so that people stop dying and people can pay their rent and all that kind of stuff. So, but the Chinese are just as guilty as the U.S. They're playing this game. And it's, the old term is, becomes a pissing contest. I guess they can see who wants to piss the longest or the furthest. I don't know, you know. But all we can do right now is sit and wait and hope that somebody wakes up and figures it out. Because I myself am getting really tired of security. You know, security, like I said, is just a catch-all. And it's an easy catch-all, because how are you going to argue with it? Or how are you going to argue against it? So, for those of you that are in my rooms, on Discord, on Telegram, and Riot, if you voiced anything like what I'm voicing right now, or voiced earlier, you'd be kicked out of the room, you know. But this is what you guys are thinking, and I know this is what you guys are thinking. So, because I get the emails, I get the telephone calls, believe me. And how they get my number, I do not know. But they do, and I listen to them. And so after a while, you kind of just get frustrated and just, you know, want to chew somebody's head off. But people, I do listen to you. I may hold off on some things, on when to say it, because it may not be right when to say it. But understand something. Both parties are guilty here. The U.S. and China. You know, there are avenues that China can take to get those emails out to us so that we can get our notifications and we can be able to go in and redeem. What are they afraid of? That's the big question. What are they afraid of? You know, the United States is paying $12 trillion every 10 days. I think I'd be afraid of that more than anything else, because it's adding to our national debt. And there comes a time when the debt becomes where it's unburdenable, and something has to be done. And holding this off, as some people are suggesting they're going to hold it off until after the elections, there's no guarantee that the Democrats are going to get this done. None whatsoever. You know, Obama had the chance and turned it down. He took the money instead. So, and you think Biden's going to be any different? I don't think so, you know. And, you know, there's a lot of question marks there even. So, but the thing is that we need to get this, they need to get this worked out. They need to get this so we can get the notifications. And then everybody will start putting money back into the system. The Treasury will be able to pay the national debt. So as far as all that goes, you know, they're through with the arbitration now. The orders will be out in 2 weeks, and hopefully we'll be able to see it. We're trying to get the orders from the last one, from the last court hearing, and we may get to be successful here shortly, I hope. But that will give us some background as to what's going on, what is actually going on behind this. And so, but we have to kind of take everything with a grain of salt, even the intel, the updates. You take them with a grain of salt, because nobody's been right yet. And one day we all will be right. And as far as all that goes. But there are people that are definitely preventing this from happening, and it would not make any difference if I didn't say anything, or somebody else didn't say anything, or what. And because there would still be delays. This has been proven before. There would still be delays. There would still be garbage being put out. And so as far as all that's concerned. So all we can do is be patient, and hopefully somebody will wake up and give us the correct answers as to what it is that we're doing and where it is that we're going. You know, the Chinese either need to stop being afraid, which is what it looks like. I'm not saying they are. I'm saying it looks like they're being afraid to go ahead and go against the wishes of the United States, even though they're holding a court order. The United States is so hung up in security that it's forgot about its own people. You know, just imagine what this currency exchange would do to people's lives, or even the redemption process to their lives, and making it a much better place to live. So this is what I didn't get to finish, and I hope everybody understands. I was venting. I was saying what you were thinking, and it has a great deal more impact coming from me than it does from you. All right. So we get any intel today, we will be letting you know. Thank you very much. Bye.